It should speak something about the ad. So let's just say you're going to get a URL that's www dot okay, there we go. You're going to have a URL that says www.workathomemomgetsrich. Now, one of the things that's also very important, capitalize every letter of this, every first letter of each word, and any type of ad that you put online. Why? Because it just jumps out at you. People don't do this. Without doing that, you just really can't see it. Another thing with your URL is you want to make it so that you want to put a space, you want to put a dash in between each word because it's really clear. Now, what if if I did this here, if I just went www.workathomemomgetsrich.com. Look at that. You can't even see it. It's invisible. It's all mushed together. So, but when you capitalize each word and you put a dash in between, this is in your URL now. You put a dash in between, then people are going to be able to see that. And not only that, very, very important, it matches what the ad is saying. And overall, the ad matches the website it's on. So I'm going to show you in a moment how to find thousands of work-at-home mom websites that you can have this ad running on. So people who are mothers or mothers-to-be, when they go to those websites, they know this ad is going to be speaking to them and it's going to jump out at them. It's not going to be anything like this here, where these ads really aren't speaking to anyone in particular. It's just not there. Okay, so now the next thing you want to do is, by the way, the new rule with Google right now is you have to have the display URL and the destination URL the exact same. You can't have a linking. You can't have a different URL in the destination URL. You can't have your reseller link there. So, for example, if you are a Wealth Guide reseller and the Wealth Guide, you'll make $30 per sale. You want to use your reseller link. Now, what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to take your link and you're going to have to create a link and you're going to have to forward it to your reseller link. And the best way to do that is once you decide the link that you want to use in your ad, go to GoDaddy.com and enter in the URL you want to use there and click and see if it's available. And if it is available, then you know you've got the link. Purchase it right away and use it. Use it with that particular ad. Okay, so we'll see here in a moment if that ad is available, if that link is available. Okay, and it is. Work at Home Mom Gets Rich is available. So you want to go ahead and purchase that URL, and then after you purchase it, you want to have that URL forward to your reseller link. That's very, very important. Never use your reseller link in any ads that you see online. And when you're doing placement advertising, you want to create a link that's specific for the websites that you're targeting. Now, earlier in this series, there's a video on how to forward your URL to your reseller link, and I'm not going to go over that here, but now you know pretty much what you have to do. Okay, so now let's go back to AdWords. So that's one ad that you've created. You've purchased the URL. You've forwarded that to your reseller link. You've capitalized each and every letter in it, and it's an ad that is targeted to the website that you're on. Go ahead and click Continue. You've just created one ad. Now, the best thing to do is to go ahead and create several ads. Let's say you want to create another ad. Let me go to my sample. Let's just make this, speed this up a little bit. Let's go to my sample ads here. And let's say you're advertising a product that has to do with debt consolidation. And you want to capture the attention of anyone who is in trouble and who is in debt. So what you want to do is you want to create an ad that will capture their attention. Anytime you put "Hey you" in an ad, that gets people attention. Believe it or not, it does. "Hey you, stop debt worries." That's speaking to a person who is visiting a debt consolidation website. So if you are going to be advertising on a debt consolidation website, you want to create an ad that speaks to the person on that particular website right there. So I'm not going to go and add that in here, because for this series of ads, you just want to get a bunch of work-at-home mom ads, and so you just create a different ad Mom goes from broke to rich. You can even say dad goes from broke to rich. You can create different ads along this series and aim this series of ads at work at home type websites. Okay, but if you're going to aim, if you're going to create, if your product has to do with depth consolidation, you want to create a different series of ads that will be aimed at that particular website. But let's go ahead and say we've picked our audience. We know our audience is work at home moms. We create an ad that's geared towards work at home moms. Now let's go ahead and continue. And what we're going to do now is we're going to begin the process of actually searching for websites that we want to target for our ad. So right now you know for sure who your target audience is. You've created a targeted ad that jumps out and will attract people in that audience. And the selection you want to make, this is what a lot of people who try this is the greatest mistake they make. They don't know which of these selections to make. The browse categories, describe topics. I always use describe topics. That's the simplest way to do it because you can now target the websites that you want. And all you want to do is enter in a simple search term. Work at home mom. How about we do that? Just enter in work at home mom. Then go ahead and get available placements. And what Google is going to do is it's going to search for all the websites on the internet that has anything to do with work at home moms. As you can see here, it's going to come up with quite a few. Look at this here. WHAM, that stands for Work at Home Mom. This website alone gets between 100,000 to 500,000 impressions per day. Now imagine having your ad run on that website. You can now, by simply clicking ad, your ad will run on that website. Up to 500,000 people a day will see your ad. So I hope you're getting a little bit about what I'm talking about. Okay, on Facebook, there's a few things here. I don't like that, like busy moms. That's good. Even if it's 0 to 10K, that's still 10,000 people potentially that are going to look at your ad. Go ahead and click that. And let's see, parenting. I like that. Here's another one, 500K. I'm not just speaking for the number. I'm picking because I'm aiming at FMY Life. Mom's Network. That's a great one. Really target the websites you want your ad to appear on. Worldwide Work at Home, that's a great one. Freelance Mom, excellent. Mommy Enterprise, excellent. Indeed.com, I'm not sure what that is all about. Let's go ahead and select it anyway. It seems to get a lot of traffic. And we're going to go ahead and go down. ChristianMommies.com, Employment Guide, that's great right there. A lot of moms will be on that site there. Here we go. You can just go on down the line and just continue to click on, just look for targeted websites. Here's one, a great one, mothering.com. 100,000 to 500,000 impression that gets a day on that website there alone. Okay, we can go ahead and go on down. How about jobs.com? That would be a good one. Net Temps. You bet a lot of moms are going to go to Net Temps. So as you can see here, the numbers are just adding up, and it just goes on. Baby, Mommy Savers, 100 to 10 to 100K, and it just goes on and on and on. You can just go on down here. Wild Jobs, Simply Hired. The numbers are absolutely enormous. Okay, now you've gone ahead, you searched down the entire list here, and you see what you want. You've selected on the different websites that you want your ad to appear on, and you're sure to making sure that's a targeted website. And you can even click on the link and go to the website yourself to see that it's the websites you want your ad to appear on. Let's go ahead and click on Continue. Okay, and here, I want to go back a bit. I want to take a look at something here because I want to see. There's going to be some place where it is going to show you okay, you're going to see right here the list of all the websites that you've chosen right here. You'll see the entire list that's just there. And right there, you know, that represents millions of impressions a day that you're going to get on your website. That's absolutely incredible. I'm going to go ahead and continue there. I just wanted to take a look at that to make sure that that stuck. Okay, so we're all set in that department there. And next we're going to move on to, this is another area that people fail at. They have no clue which selection they should make here. This is asking you to select your pricing method. And it's going to have two pricing methods. One is called CPC, which is cost per click, meaning you'll pay for any time anyone clicks on your ad. Doesn't mean you'll pay if they see it. If they see it, that's an impression. If your ad just shows up on their computer screen, that's called an impression. You're not